Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I had the brilliant idea of doing a personality quiz because what better way to introduce myself to YouTube than just laying it all out there, I guess, and just telling you exactly what is wrong with me. Yeah, so this is a personality quiz. I guess it's like the 16 different personality types based off of Carl Jung's and Isabel Briggs Myers. Yeah, we're gonna take this quiz and we're gonna figure out exactly who I am. That way, we develop trust as a community. Me and my 8 subscribers, because it's important. Trust in communities. Here we are. So first question we got here is 1. Are you almost never late to your appointments? Now here's the thing, okay? I am late to a lot of things. I'm super bad at it. And it's not because I intentionally am late, but it's just simply because, yeah, I get sidetracked a lot and I lose track of time and I lose a lot of items too. I don't know if anyone on this planet has ever spent more time looking for their keys before they go out the door whilst also being in a hurry and on a time constraint. So, no, I'm just gonna put no, because I do make an effort, at least. Okay. You like to be engaged in an active and fast-paced job. Define active and fast-paced. Is this like physically active? I like fast-paced work. I mean, when I'm working, I tend to hustle, but I don't know. I'm also lazy as fuck, so who knows, you know? I'm gonna do uncertain. Because it's kind of vague. It's kind of a vague description. You enjoy having a wide circle of acquaintances? Yeah, I definitely do. I like having friends. Yes. Friends are huge. You feel involved when watching TV soaps? Why is this question in here? How does this have anything to do with a personality quiz? I definitely do not like soap operas, and I do not feel involved. I definitely feel like I'm sitting in an audience while watching people act terribly on stage. Yeah, I used to be a drama student. Okay, I know what acting is. No. That's a hard no for me. A hard no. 5. Are you usually the first to react to a sudden event, the telephone ringing, or unexpected question? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. It depends. Although I feel like the term or the phrase "it depends" is gonna be like every single question. So, I'll do a yes. I'll do a yes. I feel like I react first a lot. I'm a little compulsive. I imagine that's what they're getting at. 6. You feel that the world is founded on compassion. I would like the world to be founded on compassion. However, the world is very selfish. So I feel that's a hard no. That's a hard no. I'm a bit of a Debbie Downer when it comes to my outlooks on people in this world. Not people, not all people, but, you know, some people. All right, number 7. You think that everything in the world is relative. Ooh, this is like almost vaguely asking me if I'm religious in a way. If you think about it, if it's relative, like everything has reason. Or not necessarily religious, but I don't know, spiritual / superstitious / religious, whatever, however you want to view it. I'm gonna put uncertain. That's a big question. That's a question that I have no proof of either way. So, yeah. Strict observance of the established rules is likely to prevent attaining a good outcome. Let me read that question again because my brain did not work just now. Strict observance of the established rules is likely to prevent attaining a good outcome. Okay, they're asking me if I'm being watched closely whilst there are rules in place, that will I follow those rules? And the question is, yes, but I'll get away. I'll do a small yes, but only because I'll get away with whatever I can. Kind of like that. Because I don't like being told what to do. That's all there is to it. But I'm also a bitch, so yeah. Is it difficult to get you excited? No, not at all. I get excited at everything. I'm kind of a, yeah, I'm compulsive. When making a decision, you rely more on your feelings than on analysis of the situation. That's a good one. I said that now a lot, but that truly is a good one. I'm gonna say no. I feel like I'm really good at analyzing details before I react with my emotions. That was something I had to train myself to do, but I've gotten good at it. But it's a little no, because like I feel like I can't help but bring some emotions in, you know? All right. Number 11 is you often think about humanity and its destiny. That's a hard yes. I'm constantly pondering on the wonders of what humanity is and where it's to go and where it came from, actually. So, yeah. You believe the best decision is one that can be easily changed. This one has me. This one has me dumbstruck. I don't know. That's hard. That's super hard. Cause like, what if it's depends on the situation, right? Like, what if it's like, if I had to choose between going, I don't know, like an easy decision, one that can be easily changed is like, do you want to go to McDonald's or Burger King? But like, most, okay, maybe I'm catching on because most decisions that can't be easily changed are usually decisions that mean that like something important is happening, and I stress out on those. So I'm gonna go small no, because there's instances where it could be good. You often ponder the root cause of phenomena and things. Very vague question, but I'm gonna do a yes because I ponder a lot. I ponder on phenomena and things a lot, whatever that means. You prefer to act immediately rather than speculate about various options. This is also relative, but normally I definitely prefer to think before I act because I've gotten in a lot of trouble for just acting. So I'm gonna do small no. Yeah. You trust reason rather than feelings. This is a pretty straightforward question, honestly. I think yeah. Small yes. Because there's exceptions when it comes to people's emotions and how acting on something will affect their emotions. But yeah. 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 Yes! You are inclined to rely on improv I can read. You are inclined to rely more on improvisation rather than prior planning. That's a hard yes. I'm not a planner. I do not plan things. I didn't even plan this YouTube video until, I don't know, right before I started my stream. So, if that tells you anything. You spend your leisure time actively socializing with a group of people, attending parties, shopping, etc. Okay. Now this question is not in our time because I feel like I've been more of a shut-in because we've been in quarantine for the past year, even though we're not anymore. We're coming out of it, but let's take that out of the picture. Yeah. So I'm going to answer this question taking that out of the picture. If the world never went into a pandemic and things were as they were before they what? And things can I talk? If things were like they were before, I think I would do I'm like right in the middle because I love staying in, but I also love going out. I'm just gonna do uncertain. I'm gonna do uncertain. Okay. You usually plan your actions in advance. Hard no. I don't plan anything. That's one thing I'm completely sure of. Your actions are frequently influenced by your emotions. Ooh, are they? This is like a knowing oneself question. How much do I actually know myself? That's what I'm here to find out. Why are they asking me? You should be telling me. I'm gonna do small no. I do feel like I have a good sense of reason when it comes to balancing emotions and reason. You are a person somewhat reserved and distant in communication. See, that's the opposite of question number 17, which is you spend your leisure time actively socializing with a group of people. So it only makes sense if I went uncertain, because I'm not sure. Because it's a yes, but this question's also a yes. But I do both, so let's just stay with uncertain. 21 is, you know how to put every minute of your time to good purpose. That's a small no. I don't want to do hard no. I'm going to go a little easy on myself, but I definitely am the king of wasting time. You often contemplate the complexity of life. Yes, I do. All the time. It's actually unhealthy. Very unhealthy. After prolonged socialization, you feel you need to get away and be alone. That's a hard yes. Isn't that weird though? Because I like being with groups of people, but I can only do it for a certain amount of time. Yeah. You often do jobs in a hurry. That's a small yes. When I do jobs, I try and rush, for sure. Because most jobs that I've ever had are jobs that I don't enjoy. So again, this question's relative. And if I'm doing a job that I don't enjoy, then I'm gonna hurry up and try and get that job done. Because I'm just trying to go home and play Siege or Rocket League. 25 is you easily see the general principle behind specific occurrences. Yeah. That's a small yes. I feel like I'm good at seeing things as they are. I'm really good at looking into things as they are too. So yeah, I'm confident in that answer. 26, you frequently and easily express your feelings and emotions. See, here's the catch to everything I said prior to this. I've basically made myself seem like I'm like a thinker and a philosopher and the knower of all things. But the thing is, the catch to all of this is that I frequently express my emotions and feelings to people. I feel like it's important, Be open. Be yourself. You find it difficult to speak loudly. No, I do not find it difficult to speak loudly. You get bored if you have to read theoretical books. No. What? I'll do a small no. Because sometimes I just want to play video games. But I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading books that make me think. I want to learn as much as I can. You tend to sympathize with other people. Yes, I definitely do. I sympathize way too much, actually, even with the worst people sometimes. And I've learned to kind of, balance that a bit. But yeah, I'm going to still stick with hard yes because I sympathize with everybody in a way. You value justice higher than mercy. Ooh. No, I don't. But also, there's cases, I'd rather have a serial killer spend a life in jail than give him mercy and say, we'll do better next time. You know what I mean? You rapidly get involved in the social life of a new workplace. I'll do a small yes, because it takes a little time for me to warm up in the workplace. But once I do, I'm the life of the party, man. Come on. The more people you speak to, the better you feel. Yeah, I'll do a small yes. Because sometimes, people just don't know what I'm thinking. When I try to explain it, I can't explain it, then it doesn't help. And also, sometimes I just don't want to talk to people. But most of the time I do. I feel like when I talk things out with people, I feel better afterwards. So I'm confident there. 33, you tend to rely on your experience rather than on theoretical alternatives. See, this is something that I struggle with. I often catch myself in my own head rather than experiencing what's going on around me. Say I'm at some super cool party and I'm having a great time. And I'll be sitting there and I'll be thinking in my head, man, I'm having a great time. Like, this is great. I'm going to remember this forever. Whilst at the same time not paying attention to people around me. So I'm going to go small now because I feel like I'm more in my head most of the time than I am in reality. But I want to be more in reality. It's something that I try and do. I just made myself sound like a crazy person, but that's okay. As a rule, you proceed only when you have a clear and detailed plan. No, I do not plan. I am not a planner. Quit asking me. You easily empathize with the concerns of other people. I do indeed. I'm way too worried about what other people think. Often you prefer to read a book than go to a party. Oh, do I want to answer this question and embarrass myself? I would rather go to a party. I enjoy reading. I really do, but yeah. I'm gonna do small now. Small now. When with a group of people, you enjoy being directly involved and being at the center of attention. Ooh. I'm gonna go uncertain here because sometimes I just want to be an observer, but other times I want to be like, the person that everyone's looking at. Because I like to make people laugh, but also like sometimes I just like to see what's going on and take in from other people instead of give to other people. You are more inclined to experiment than to follow familiar approaches. Definitely. Yeah, I'm always trying to do new shit. Always trying to do new shit. I feel like there's so much in life. You gotta experience it all. You are strongly touched by the stories of people's troubles. I'm very touched by the stories of people's troubles. Definitely. I empathize hard with what people have gone through. Deadlines seem to you to be of relative... Is that a correct sentence? Deadlines seem to you to be of relative rather than absolute importance. Okay, I just need to finish the sentence for it to make sense. Yeah, that's a hard yes, actually. I'm terrible with deadlines. Definitely. I caught myself doing this just earlier, actually. When I was like, I need to start streaming at 5 p.m. today. And then it got to 4:50 and I was like, by 5:30. This happens to me every morning, actually. This is like the alarm thing where I'll wake up 10 minutes before I have to leave for work. And I'll be like, I can get 5 more minutes of sleep. Or, I could be 5 minutes late to work. You prefer to isolate yourself from outside noises. Small yes. If I had to think about it, but I agree with it, it's a small yes. Because I do like quiet. At least outside noises. I like to be in my own space, generating my own noise. Sometimes I also just like to hear the birds chirp, so... For you, it is easier to gain knowledge through hands-on experience than from books or manuals. Yeah, that's a small yes, but that's only because, like, I get bored really easily. So, it's really hard for me to, like, when I learn things, I typically learn them by trial and error. I don't ever, like, I always try to, like, look up tutorials or read about it, but I'll read like the beginning. And here's the thing, here's my problem with it. The beginning of everything you need to find out about is always something that you already know, right? So I'm like, I'll sit there and see it and I'm like, I already know how to do this, and I'm skipping ahead, and then I get bored, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'll just figure it out myself. 43, you think that almost everything can be analyzed. As you catch me analyzing this question, it's a yes. For you, no surprises is better than... Wait. What is the sentence? For you, no surprises is better than surprises, good or bad ones. Am I dumb?
Yes.
Can I just not... What's going on here? For you, no surprises is better than surprises. Does that sentence make any sense? Am I good or bad ones? I'm gonna do uncertain. I don't even know how to answer this question. What does this even mean? Yeah, I'm gonna do uncertain. Okay. 45. You take pleasure in putting things in order. Uh, um, I don't know. It depends. Because if you're like me, here's how it goes. Most of the time, you don't give a shit how dirty things are. But then you get that one day. That one day where you wake up and look at your bedroom and you're just like, this place is disgusting. And then you clean your bedroom spotless. And then you walk out in the living room and you're like, oh my God. So you clean the whole house and spend your entire day wasting your time doing something that you're not going to care about the next day. Which is nice to have things clean. I really love having things clean. But anyway, I'll do yes, because I do enjoy putting things in order. I'm just too lazy to do it most of the time. You feel at ease in a crowd. Yeah, that's a small yeser. I enjoy being in crowds. You have good control over your desires and temptations. Yeah, that's a small yes too. Yeah, I feel like I have great control over it, but there's exceptions. You easily understand new theoretical principles. Yeah. Yeah. I like learning things. You usually place yourself nearer to the side than in the center of the room. Whoa. That's a cool question. Because I do find myself doing this. I do like to be like on the outer part of rooms when I go and sit. The same thing with like planes. I'd rather be in the window seat. But like that's just because I like to look out the window. But in like restaurants, I do prefer to sit on a wall so I could see outside of the restaurant. But I don't like to sit inside on the table. I like to sit outside so I can get out easily, but also be able to see outside the restaurant. But I'm gonna go hard yes there. When solving a problem, you would rather follow a familiar approach than seek a new one. No, I'm gonna say no, because if I find out there's an easier way to do something, that's obviously what I'm gonna do. I'm open-minded when it comes to those things, for sure. 51. A thirst for adventure is something close to your heart. Yes, I like to adventure, but I'm lazy, so I don't do it very much. When considering a situation, you pay more attention to the current situation and less to a possible sequence of events. So basically what you're asking me here is that I have no sense of consequence. Let's go now. I'm good at thinking about what'll happen after I do something, I think. When solving a problem, you consider the rational approach to be the best. Yes, hard yes. Rationality is key. 54. You find it difficult to talk about your feelings. No, not really. I'm okay with talking about my feelings. I like people to know what's going on inside my head, because then I can relate to them better. You know, I like to know if what I'm thinking is normal. So I'm generally pretty open about what I'm thinking about. Your decisions are based more on the feeling of a moment than on thorough planning. Yes, I do not plan. You prefer to spend your leisure time alone or relaxing in a tranquil atmosphere. Uncertain, because sometimes I like to go out. Questions are kind of repeating themselves in different words, but we'll see how this turns out. 57. You feel more comfortable sticking to conventional ways. Small no. I definitely like to experience things in new ways. 58. You are easily affected by strong emotions. Dude, these questions are just repeating themselves. Yes, I am a bitch. We all know. I cried in Marley and Me. 59. You are always looking for opportunities. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely looking for the next big thing. 60. As a rule, current preoccupations worry you more than your future plans. Yeah. I'm really good at deflecting the future. Really good at it. At not worrying about what's going to happen later. Even if I know something's going to happen, I'm good at not thinking about it. And instead, I worry about what's happening right in front of me. 61. It is easy for you to communicate in social situations. I'll go small, yes, because sometimes I'm awkward, but like for the most part, I feel like I'm comfortable talking to groups of people or just one person. 62, you rarely deviate from your habits. That's a small no. I definitely don't have any like habits or routine. 63, you are willing to involve yourself in matters which engage your sympathies. Yeah, I'll go small. Yeah, sometimes there's a line, but for the most part, yeah. 64, you easily perceive various ways in which events could develop. Hard yes. Yeah, I'll think of every possible outcome. But do I though? I'm gonna go small yes. Sometimes, because you're just wrong sometimes. I'm not the knower of all things, so I'm not that smart. I've basically made myself seem like I'm like a thinker and a philosopher and the knower of all things. The knower of all things. I'll go small yes. Okay, here we go. Score it. Tell me how terrible of a person I am, internet website. Your type, ENFP. What the fuck is this? Okay, extroverted, 3%, intuitive, 50%, feeling, 12%, perceiving, 41%. You have a marginal or no preference on extroversion over introversion. Okay, I see. You have moderate preference of intuition over sensing. Okay. You have slight preference of feeling over thinking. Wait, really? I thought it was the opposite. You have moderate preference of perceiving over judging. I feel like that's true. Self-development. How do you want to leverage the type? ENFPs are both idea people and people who see everyone and everything as part of a cosmic whole. I like that. Yeah, I agree with that. Business you, staff development and teamwork. Whoa, haven't heard this one before. Use advanced Jungian typology to improve collaboration, become better leader. I don't care about learning how. I just want to know who I am. ENFP careers, career choices of your type. Ooh, okay. We gotta see this. Let's see. Okay, journalist, reporter, psychology, counseling, fitness, nutrition, recreation specialist, social work, education. These are all things I would be interested in doing. Arts, musicians, performing arts, literature writing, film producer. These are all things I love, especially a musician. Management, public relations, marketing, and fashion merchandising. Wow. I'm actually pretty impressed with that list, because these are all things that I wouldn't mind doing at all. Public relations, I don't know about that, but everything else, yeah. That's a pretty impressive list. Pre-employment testing. I don't need to do that. Cool. So what do we learn? We learned that I don't like to be outside and I don't like to socialize, I guess. I think too much, I feel too much, and I perceive slightly more than I judge. Whatever that means. I feel like I didn't learn anything about myself. I feel like these were things I already knew. If you want to take this quiz, I can leave the link in the description for the website that I used, or you could just do it yourself and type in personality quiz and click the first result, because that's what I did. Thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. Now that you know all the weird, dirty details about me, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.